morning from almost sunny Port Douglas. So moments away. We got here last night, maybe about, it was dark, so it would have been like 6:30, 7 o'clock. I sort of parked in town and just went for a walk around. It was real pretty. And found somewhere to stay. Camped up, got an average sleep, but it was okay. Now I'm down early at this sort of local park where all these vans were last night. There was no camping here, so everybody left. And I'm just going to watch the sunrise. It's beautiful, heaps of bats, birds, all sorts going on up here. Hopefully no crocodiles, not yet, but we'll see. So this is the park that all the vanners were at last night, but you're not allowed to camp here. Right onto the water. We'll get this bike off, and there's a cycleway that goes sort of around where that person's walking. So this is called 4 Mile Beach, as you can see from the sign. I'm guessing it does go for 4 miles, all the way around. Super pretty. And it's just over the other side of the sort of headland from where I stayed. So plans changed a little. This walking track is actually just for walking. You can't have bikes on there. So I ended up doing a cycle through town and found that 4 Mile Beach, which was pretty nice. Just speaking to a local about crocodiles and stuff because I'm a bit paranoid, and he said if you're 6 meters back from the shore you should be alright because you can sort of outrun them. So I'll get this walk done now. Looks pretty nice down here actually. Then see what's around this coast. Alright, so we're just at the boat ramp. There's a few people around. I just did a big cycle around town, went up that steep hill I drove up last night. Got a bit sweaty, but I didn't stop. I'm proud of myself. I still got it, kind of. But yeah, I love cycling. It's the best way to see a town. If you're traveling and you don't have a bike, get a bike and just park up right around town. It slows you down, and it's also exercise. You're out in the fresh air. It's heaps better, and fuel's expensive at the moment, so especially when you drive a Jeep. But I'm going to make breakfast now and have a look at this drone. I'll show you around this. So they've got bathrooms and stuff there. It's so tropical up here. It's awesome. I'm just set up next to this tree. You don't see that every day when you're eating breakfast. You get a case with it. Oh, I was hoping that. I was honestly hoping that, yeah, it comes in something. It's actually really nice. It feels pretty heavy duty. Looks like a weatherproof zipper. That's the drone. It feels so light. Compared to the Mavic I had. Oops. Look at that. It's tiny. That's awesome. Spare blades, charger cables, all the good stuff. The best thing about this controller is now my phone's free, so I can take photos or videos, and you know, while I'm still using the drone as well. Looks like it's got screw-on toggles. I'm not sure where they are. And this looks like it could be a couple batteries. 2, because one's already in the drone. But how good's that? Like, it's so neat and tidy. I'm not sure how you tell how much charge each one has. That's simple. USB charge, perfect. You don't need a 240 volt. You can charge off 12 volt in the trailer or in the car. It's unreal. Okay. I'm guessing that's remove the foam sticker before use. Okay. That was all just packaging to protect it. Now imagine very similar to the Mavic. Oh yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that tells you the battery. It's very low. That's so light. It feels like how cool is that? It's got low battery. That's so sick. So I've just unboxed it. As you just would have seen, I'm going to play around with it now. I don't need to connect my phone to it, which is really good, so I can sort of keep recording and all that sort of stuff. I'm going to work it out, connect the controller and charge up the batteries and see if I can get it up. It feels so light. It feels like it's just crazy. Like the Mavic was probably 4 times as heavy. It just feels like, I don't want to say it, but it feels cheap. And it wasn't. So we'll see how it goes. It's impressive. And I just found the toggles. They're here on the back of the controller. So screw them on just like that. I just found something else in the box. It's just a gift that keeps on giving. Council workers hard at work over there. I think this might be some filters or something. Oh yeah, they look pretty special. I don't think I'll ever use them, but anyway, they're good to have. So there's a button on the charging box that you plug in, you press that, and it tells you the health of every battery, and they're all low, so no flying just yet. Alright, we are plugged in. We're plugged into 240 at the moment, so I can charge them up quicker, and then we can get this bad boy up in the air. Because it's just bloody spectacular here. So also the difference between this and my old Mavic is the memory card doesn't go in that anymore. It goes in the controller, from what I can see. Which is good, because even if I lose it in the ocean, I can keep the recordings and pictures. I figure I may as well do some editing while I'm waiting. Almost there. Hasn't changed here. Still in paradise. Alright, we've got a couple of full batteries. So, I think it's time to test the wings of this thing. A little bit windy out. But you've got to risk it to get the biscuit. Oh, and it's in. I'm a child. Oh, there we go. And we're on. Same thing. One press and then long hold turns it on. This will be the setup process. Come on. It never gets old. Come on. Ah. Just had a special moment before. While this was charging up, had a guy come past and he just kept staring, and I sort of said, oh hey mate, and he goes, oh listen, I know this is a bit weird, but do you mind if I take a few photos of your car? My son loves four-wheel drive and that's a really awesome car. Mate, take as many photos as you want, take videos, you made my day. I'm just glad someone appreciates it like I do. So we just finished the first flight and everything went great. The drone was perfect. I couldn't fault it. Just a few little things that I need to get used to, like the buttons are a little bit different on the controller, obviously, because it's changed a lot. But it performed great. There was a little moment where battery went flat and it was right out 500 meters up, and I started using the toggles to bring it back in, and a message popped up and said if I use the toggles it won't make it, so just let the machine do it. It was a bit scary, so it got back fine, everything was good, took great photos, really good footage, 4K at 60 frames, so it's super smooth. And the transfer to the phone was so simple. Yeah, I downloaded an app because it gave me a QR code, and yeah, it took hardly anything to get it on. So it's really good. But I'm going to call the video here because I've dribbled on too much today and shown you how to make breakfast 500 times. So hopefully you know how to make protein oats with banana. But thanks for watching, guys. Quick trip update. I've got 1 month left of my trip to get to the Cape and back down home. I've got to pick my dog up, and also I want to help some clients out and some friends out with work. I decided I'm going to stick around home till Christmas, and then after the New Year's, and I see my family at Christmas, I'm going to head off either down south to Tassie or down south and across to Western Australia. Also the other night I had a bit of a moment and too many wines, and I booked a one-way ticket to Europe for summer next year. So looks like we're going to Europe next year for summer, which could be pretty cool. I wouldn't mind buying a van over there and doing the same thing over there, and yeah, seeing so much. It's got even more to offer over there. Anyway, I don't want to get too carried away. Thanks for watching, guys, and I appreciate it, and I'll see you on the next one. La de vedere. Quick side note, I just used this on some German people's flat van and worked a treat. Already paid for itself. I bought these just before I left. Well, paid for itself for someone else, not me. Not yet.